Hello again, you guys. I hope this works. I don't know. So, my internet is still being a brat. Near as I can tell, it is the direct result of the storm and not anything on my end. Um, so you know what? We are just going to power through this, and even if we wind up dropping frames, that's fine. Because I would very much like to get to things. So that is what is happening right now. That is what we are going to keep doing. And we're just going to keep powering through this because, you know what? I would very much like to stream tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to be able to do stuff as per normal. So, we are going to keep trying to do things and pray they work. And, you know, even if it doesn't, that's fine. We're going to keep going. And hopefully the internet will actively cooperate for me because I don't know if it will or not. So far, so good at any rate. So hopefully it stays like this. I don't know. I basically wound up running a very brief test stream before I started things back up. And it seems okay-ish. So this is what we're running with. And hopefully it stays like this for the rest of the night. I don't know. We are going to try though, and hopefully this will be functional. I don't know. We can but hope. Anyhow, I think how this is going to work is going to be a bit different than how I would normally do things. I think what we are probably going to do is explore a bit, which is again not normally something I would typically do during Hi Gailey. Not something I would typically do, I think, with the start of a new X-Pack, but I kind of want to explore. I don't know about you guys. I want to, so I'm going to. That is basically the logic I am running with at this point in time. So that is what we're gonna do. Hopefully my internet cooperates for the remainder of this evening. I don't know if it's going to. That remains to be seen. But hopefully it works. It seems to be a teensy bit more stable, at any rate. So that is what we are going to run with. And hopefully it cooperates. We're gonna stay like this for a tiny bit longer though, so I can actually load in. I don't know about you guys. Rebooting my computer took a lot longer than I expected it to. Yeah, that was not a fun time. There's a reason why I don't like doing it unless I absolutely have to. But my entire computer decided it was going to lock up on me when I went to reboot it. So that didn't help. I feel like when that happens, your computer just decides it's going to take on a life of its own. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But it is what it is. Also, so far so good. At least with the stream. So that's always a good thing. I think. Possibly. Now hopefully there we go. There we go. Whew, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. And again, I'm very sorry about this. I really am. This is... that was not something I really liked showing you guys. It's not a side of me I'm okay with showing off that often. So I do apologize for that. But we are here. We're going to do a thing. It's going to be fun. I'd say great, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, we're going to check out the new X-Pack. And I don't know where exactly this is going to start. I don't know how any of this is going to start, really. But I will show you guys how that works. And, you know, hopefully everything will be fine. Hopefully. Yeah, so we're still loading in. So give me a second on that. We have gotten to the loading screen, at least. That is something. That is always a bonus. We all know the loading screens, for me, anyway, take a decent amount of time. I don't know why. They just do. It is actually kind of obnoxious, but is a sad fact of my reality. We also have the music starting in a completely different spot, because this is actually the game music at this point. Not me. It is the game music. We're actually gonna flip on over here, because why not? Just posting a very quick update to Twitter. So folks know we're back, and you know, hopefully things will go according to plan for the rest of the evening. We can but hope. I mean, I don't know. We all know Twitch is a bit bratty right now. I feel like that's probably why they decided to... I was bad-mouthing Twitch, so everything went to hell in a handbasket. That is probably not what happened. But you know what? That is the logic we are going to run with. Because I'm apparently being a brat. But we're here. Also, this is what happens when you load into a somewhat crowded area. Do you see all these dark silhouettes around me? Yeah, this is what happens when character load takes forever. This is sadly what happens when character load takes for freaking ever. I really wish... Haha! Yes, I'm on top of this topiary, and no one can stop me. Indeed, indeed, Gaily, indeed. Everybody's finally loaded back in, though, so they're no longer ghosty silhouettes. It's always really creepy to me when that happens. I don't know why that's a thing that happens, it just sort of does. But I'm glad it's not a thing. Apparently murder happened, though. This poor woman murdered twice. Thank you, Eris. We are back. Everything is somewhat functioning now. So, you know, at least there's that. But yes, I think we are going to get started and do a thing. Where do I even go for this? Damn it. Where is... I'm trying to remember how exactly this works, and I'm failing miserably. Do I remember how things go? No, I do not. You'd think I'd remember this, but it has been a while since I've done a thing. Offer, da 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 da. Yes, I have the thing, but I do not remember how to access it. You know what? We're just gonna go over to Western Skyrim and see where exactly this way shrine drops me, because I'm curious. Oh, you are a nice big zone. Promotion? Yumi, please explain. I am confusion. Bah? What did you do? Also, hey Sound, how are you doing? Why am I an officer in this guild? What has happened? What the heck, Yumi? Apparently, I am an officer in Fashion Check now. I am very confused. For anybody just coming in, Fashion Check is a guild that got its start in Secret World. It is several contingents now, including oh my goodness. You guys. Now, I knew where I was because I knew where this way shrine location was, but knowing where I was and actually seeing where I am, I am having a moment. I need to go up there immediately. I'm having a moment that I apparently can't make myself move. I did not expect to have this strong of a reaction to just realizing, oh, I'm in front of Solitude, and oh, I'm staring at it. I did not expect to be having this moment. Oh my god, what is this? I have a... Oh, hi. You guys. I'm being showered in flower petals. Yes, it is Sound. It really is. I just... Moment is happening. Okay, I need to go up this hill. I know there's a quest over there. I don't know if that is actually the start or not. I need to come up here. I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see Solitude, like, right now. I'm kind of freaking out. I should not be freaking out. I am freaking out nonetheless, though. I just... PvP encampment, stables right there. I am trying not to freak out too much. I don't think I'm succeeding at all. Just look at that. Just the artwork. I am so happy right now. Oh. Well, I hope the application goes well, Gailey, and also tell us more about this D&D character, because I'm curious. Oh my god. I remember coming through the gates of Solitude for the first time, and coming up here, and just watching some dude get murdered. I am having a moment. It is a weird moment to have. This is not the Winking Schemer, but this is like where my brain is going. This is going to be like Thydal flails over Solitude for a good few minutes. I apologize in advance. Oh my god. Okay. Inns look really nice here. Like, this is very much like what you'd expect even the inn to be. How cool is this? I know it's probably a silly thing for me to start flailing over just an inn. But, oh, hold on. I'm being told to read something. Oh, there's a poem on the table. There is a poem called The Holy Sweet Roll Liturgy. Oh my god. Why is E not here when I would like him to be? As I'm just picturing E as Shea Gorath reading this, I'm just taking pictures so I can share them with him later, and ask if he would do so for me. But this is the Holy Sweet Roll Liturgy. This is ridiculous. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. Fluffy, gooey, warm, and sweet. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. All hail this delicious treat. It goes on like this. Oh my god, there's like 4 stanzas of this. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. Drizzled with its blessed glaze. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. Our mouths too full to call out praise. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. Nestled in its ebony crate. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll, served upon its divine plate. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll, fluffy, gooey, warm, and sweet. All hail the Holy Sweet Roll. All hail this delicious treat. This is great. My horse's name is Sweet Roll. Is this a religion dedicated to my character's horse? Well, sweet rolls are more delicious, kind of like cinnamon buns. Not quite. But that is the closest comparison I personally can come up with. You find them all throughout Skyrim, and dear lord, what are you two doing? These are my friends. They are ridiculous. I love them. They are ridiculous, and I love them very much. Oh my god. Okay, let's explore upstairs. Or downstairs, too. Oh god, I really hope there are, like, quests that take me in here. I know there's a side quest upstairs. But we're not going to pick up... Yumi! We're not going to pick up that quest because that would be... That is not a thing we want to do right now. A peculiar bottle. I'll have to remember that. I'm informed it was actually Eris who hit me with the mud thing. Bad Eris. No biscuits. This is apparently the inn room we can acquire up here. The Snow Melt Suite. Which, by the way, I love that having the inn rooms is a thing. We can just have a room in all of the inns. I feel like this is slightly more boxy than a lot of in-rooms tend to be. But, I mean, it is just an in-room, so I'm not surprised. We will eventually get to plot, I promise, but, right now, I kind of want to explore. Because it's solitude. You should see Proudspire Manor. We're going to go there. We will go there. Right now, we are definitely exploring the inn, though. Okay. This is the inn. Oh my god. Okay. Whee! I must always descend in weird ways from buildings. Let's be fair. Of course, that was probably a stupid decision because now I'm completely missing the exit. What even are doors? We just don't know. Okay. I am definitely having a lot of Skyrim flashbacks right now. This is just... This is the keep up here. It's slightly less crowded than I imagined this place would be. I was imagining there'd be a whole bunch of people here. Do not seem to be. I'm gonna come up here. Come in here? No. What is the point of giving us doors if we can't get in them? Give us doors we can actually open. I want to explore. I want to just go through every inch of this place. Like, the weird thing is, some of them... Oh, that is an area I can't get into because it will definitely attract suspicion if I go in there. Can't open the door from this side. Nope. There's actually a way shrine in Solitude. Cool. Oh my god, I'm definitely having a lot of Skyrim flashbacks right now. Like, in the best way possible. Like, this is amazing. Also, I'm given to understand this is where I need to go for antiquities stuff.
What's this? A new antiquarian in the making? So, what brings a sturdy hero like you to the Gwylem Annex? I can't imagine you're looking for a book. Then again, I do see a glimmer of curiosity in your eyes. Perhaps you seek admission to the Antiquarian Circle.
The Antiquarian Circle?
The University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, the Antiquarian's Eye.
The Antiquarian's Eye?
An invention of our university's founder, Terrain Fire. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Gazing into the eye requires both skill and talent. How talented are you, I wonder?
Let's find out. How do I begin?
Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the antiquarian's eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler.
What can you tell me about the antiquarian's eye?
It's a magnificent device, alien in origin. As I said before, our university's founder, Chirain Fyre, developed it along with countless other scholarly tools. Alas, he died before we could demonstrate the object's true potential.
What does it do exactly?
It homes in on objects of historical import, much like a bloodhound, without all the baying and drooling, of course. We still don't fully understand how it determines an item's value. Just more proof of our founder's genius, I suppose.
How many of these devices do you have?
We recovered several from a vault in Elenir. It seems Sage Fyre intended for the university's best and brightest to continue his work after he was gone. It took longer than he would have liked, I'm sure, but I fully intend to honor his legacy.
And what's the goal of the Antiquarian Circle exactly?
We seek the truth above all else. Written histories rarely give an honest accounting of the past, so we go straight to the source. Relics, curios, even ancient bric-a-brac. Anything that can teach us more about the myriad cultures of Tamriel.
And the relics you find valuable?
I assume you mean commercially valuable? Yes, you can keep any relics you recover and do with them what you will. The Circle's chief concern is cataloging the discoveries and learning what we can from them. Everyone benefits from the arrangement.
What's the University of Gwydlim?
It's a school, of course. The very best, by any credible assessment. At least it was. What I wouldn't give to walk those halls again. This frigid annex is a very poor substitute. Very poor indeed.
Did you teach there?
For a time, I studied there as well. Despite all of Cyrodiil's struggles, I really did believe we could weather the storm. But war has far-reaching consequences, even for those who want no part in it. Especially for those who want no part in it.
So you established a new annex here?
Here and elsewhere. The faculty scattered to the winds when the plane meld took hold. Fortunately, most of us survived, and we write each other constantly. I wound up in Skyrim somehow. As frozen wastelands go, it's really quite pleasant.
Alright, so this is the eye, apparently. Oh!
Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement. Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye.
Well, let's find out. How does it work?
In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle, to catalog your discoveries for future generations and give a true accounting of Tamriel's history?
I do. I want to join the Circle.
An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabrielle's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet.
Gabrielle.
Welcome to the Circle, antiquarian.
I wonder.
Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabrielle Benneler. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Seriously, we get to see her again? Oh! We haven't seen her in a while. Where is she?
Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted.
Alright, I'll go downstairs and talk to her.
Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field.
Why can't you teach me how to use it?
Because I'm not a mage. Don't make a face. I never said I possess the aptitude. We all contribute to the Circle in our own way. You may wield the eye, but rest assured, my skill as a writer is no less important.
How does your writing contribute?
Not just writing. Few can match my knowledge of ancient history, aside from those who lived through it all, like that insufferable dark elf Devaith Fear. You may find these relics, but it's incumbent upon me to tell you what they are.
I love her. Okay, so we have a new tool, which is the Antiquarian's Eye. Right there. Speaking of, this is where we go to pick up the first quest for the Greymoor thing. Apparently, Yoren has dispatched agents to Western Skyrim to investigate and deal with the threat not only to Skyrim, but to all of Tamriel. So we need to find his agent in Solitude somewhere, which we will pick that up. But let's go talk to Gabrielle because she is downstairs and I want to see her. I've not seen the baby mage in quite a while. Gabrielle!
Oh, it's you. What a welcome surprise. By Mara, that business with Angoff feels like lifetimes ago. I'm glad to see you're still in good health. So, Verida gave you an antiquarian's eye, eh? You mean to join the antiquarian circle?
Yeah, she said you can use it better than anybody.
Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The eye wants to show you what you seek. So, clear your thoughts, and conjure up a picture of the relic in your mind.
So I need to have a relic in mind. Then what?
The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Why don't we just give it a try?
Fair enough, I'll try using it.
Don't fret. I mean, sure, it's not as if we're learning to boil rice down here, but someone with your innate talents should take to the process quite well. And like most things, you'll only improve with practice.
So what have you been doing since we last met?
Searching mostly. I couldn't rest knowing Darian was still out there, trapped in the colored rooms. I want to help him, speak to him somehow, you know? But it's just not that simple.
Oh. If you haven't gone through Somerset yet, you might not want to listen to this bit. Because there are spoilers right here. I found him, Gabrielle. He fought beside me in the Somerset Isles.
Darian returned? Then where is he now? Why hasn't he contacted me?
Meridia still has a hold on him. He disappeared again.
But he was here. He was here and I missed my chance to... When you say he disappeared, what do you mean? Did he say anything?
He wanted us to know how much we meant to him, and he hopes we won't forget him.
So, he doesn't think he's coming back again? So much for Darian the plucky optimist. The important part is we know escape is possible. I'm not giving up on him. We'll find a way to get him back for good. I know it. So, chins up, right? Right.
Hopefully. Okay, subscribe for Antiquities, press J to open your quest journal, and navigate to the Antiquities tab. This is the thing we need to find, so... Oh, okay.
Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge.
Now that you...
Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye. But you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just try again.
Okay, now that you've chosen an antiquity to seek, you'll need to scry for its location. Claim facets that are adjacent to the facets you already control, beginning at the large crystal found at the bottom of the eye. Carefully select additional facets to reach the glowing foci. Okay, so the foci's there. Claim to foci. These special facets help you narrow your search.
I provided. I'll meet you in the courtyard.
Every foci you claim strikes one false dig site from your map, allowing you to focus your efforts more effectively. If you don't claim all foci, you can always try to scribe for the same antiquity again, hopefully with greater success. Okay. Can optionally equip the Antiquarian's Eye as a tool in the quick slot bar. Use it to help track down dig sites all across Tamriel. Oh, cool. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so where is this thing? It is outside. Oh, I could just go through the door that was down here. Oh my god.
Let me get this straight. The king was poisoned and an Argonian saved him by entering his dreams? That's a little far-fetched.
Looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity.
Retrieve the antiquity.
Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself.
Oh my god.
Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability.
Now that you've found an antiquities dig site, you'll need to excavate it without breaking it. Use the antiquarian's eye to locate the object, then use the provided tools to remove the dirt around it. Okay, I have no idea if this is... I don't even know what I'm looking for is the problem. Oh god. I honestly do not even know what I'm looking for. This is the problem. Oh! Successfully unearthed bonus loot. When a dig site no longer contains any bonus loot, the excavation will automatically end. Just remember, some dig sites contain more than one bonus item. Any bonus items you recover over the course of your excavation will appear in the post-dig summary. Potential items include rare enchanting runes, set items, motif chapters, or other useful rewards. Oh, I was looking in the wrong spot entirely. Cool. Ha! Successfully unearthed an antiquity. It's now yours to keep. After uncovering an antiquity, you may be able to search for additional bonus loot if there's any to be found. The antiquarian's eye cannot identify and locate bonus loot, so dig strategically to try to find it. That is fun. I like that.
There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it, too. Just keep practicing with the antiquarian's eye and master those digging techniques. I'm confident you'll be recovering priceless relics in no time.
What should I do next?
I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked in, start looking for relics. No time like the present, eh?
Alright, back inside. It really is. Like, this is the problem. This is going to be my new time sink in this game. I mean, money is a good thing. This character is relatively poor.
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was illuminating.
Yes, she taught me how to use the antiquarian's tools.
Excellent. I had a good feeling about you, and as usual, I was right. From now on, consider yourself free to pursue any antiquities that interest you. We will catalog your findings for study, and together we will uncover the mysteries of this world. You have a great deal of work to do, Antiquarian. Wouldn't you agree? We're all quite busy, truth be told, but I suppose I can make more time for our most promising initiates. Is there something I can help you with?
How do I decide what antiquities to pursue?
That is entirely up to you. What cultures spark your curiosity? What region of Tamriel do you yearn to visit? Or, if it's simple wealth you're after, what item might fetch a prize on the second-hand market? The choice is yours.
Well, how do I find something truly magnificent?
Well, your Antiquities Codex contains only those antiquities we're currently aware of. If you want to make a unique discovery of your own, you'll need to find a lead. Something that gives you a place to start.
Well, where can I find those?
Practically anywhere. believe it or not. Tucked away in chests, in the pockets of bandits, stashed in musty ruins. Just explore Tamriel as any adventurer would, and you're bound to find some.
Don't know if you guys remember, but the last time we were running around, we did happen to find some. I've also found a couple on various treasure hunts that I've been on. I've just been going through. These are like the basic ones I think that you can find, but there's some other ones like this alien light well situation. There was one, a whole bunch here from Canarthy's Roost. The Moonlight Mirror was one that we picked up last Thursday, I believe. This was the sort of thing that was the moment I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. But yeah, I was definitely poking around in treasure chests and things on an alt the other day. Shh.
What is it?
And, I want to go into the Blue Palace. Yeah, I am definitely having a lot of Skyrim feels right now. Oh, I'm so happy. Can we come in here? We can go in here. Man, when we were in here, this is the side of, I think this was the side of the castle that we wound up meeting Shig Gorath down first time. These are library. Of course, read all the bookshelves. Do not forget the bookshelves. These ones are a bit tricky to actually read. Some of them might have skill ups, you never know. Read all the bookshelves if you can. And ooh. Okay, we're upstairs right now. Haha. I'm seriously, I'm having a moment, you guys. I love these stairs. They're so epic. Okay. Sorry. I am trying so hard not to. I'm definitely having a moment. It's a whole thing. This is so cool. I'm so excited.
Well?
I am so excited. Okay. Hold on. Where do I even pick this up? Apparently, if we're going towards main quest stuff, got to go back out through the door. Gonna go this way. I'm flailing right now. You guys, this is exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited to finally be here. After just like hearing about this for ages, I am so happy. I'm trying very hard not to flail like a loon right now, but it's hard. Also, this dude has a deer. I would like an actual deer to ride on. Oh my god. Oh, what's that? What is that? This is a bad idea. I fully acknowledge this is a bad idea. I want to see. I don't have any way shrines over here. This is probably the worst idea I have had. I don't know what Harrow Storms are like. I want to see. Oh my god. Okay, so these are the big things from this DLC.
The winds die. This storm has served its purpose.
Oh! Okay, so these are basically equivalent to dragon attacks and such from elsewhere. And the dolmens. Where'd she go?
The reliquary. No! There will be a price paid for this.
You do get rewards from it. Treasure. Alchemy parts. Occasionally gear. Okay, I need to get off of this spot, but it looks like even the map, the icon isn't quite got a different icon, I think. Well, let me get away from it. Or no, I'm wrong. It's basically the same dolmen icon that we've had in the core game. Okay, I've experienced a Hyro Storm, my first. Oh my god, that's so cool, though. That was so cool looking. You just look out and then all of a sudden, just giant pillar of red. How cool was that? Oh, I guess I should actually talk to this guy, huh?
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait, what are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Wait, who's coming? The ones who attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Okay, wait, hold on. Oh!
You there. What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I was just going about my business when I saw he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
I feel like I shouldn't trust him, to be honest. He died before he could say anything.
Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble.
I hear you.
Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's guard. Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Understood. I flat out lied to him, but in my defense, I do not trust him at all. Okay, let's see his paperwork. A scrap of paper with hurried writing scrawled in a shaky hand sits on top of the pile. Brundled, the guards came asking about you. They were rattling their scabbards at anyone they could find. I'm scared. I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside the city, but only for one more day. An official-looking form with an annotation. Declaration of Customs, Port of Departure, Sentinel. Port of Arrival, Solitude. Cargo offloaded. 3 barrels Oasis water, 4 crates Skavin housewares. 5 crates Thorstad pottery, 1 crate Sentinel canteens. Saw crew members surreptitiously marking several crates in the docks. Hidden compartments? Couldn't get a look inside. A small, tightly folded note tucked in between the sheets. Left a surprise for you. Follow the directions. Where stones stand south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter where the living trees keep watch. Weird. Okay, so you have to go find the horse in the barn in the stables outside the city. Go down to the docks. Stone stands south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter where the living trees keep watch. What does that mean? The hell does that mean? You know what? We're gonna start with the docks anyway because seems like the most. I mean, there's some docks right here, so why not? I don't know if these are the right docks, but they are docks, so why not?
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Hi.
You look sturdy enough. Vampires and sea giants have invaded the island of Kyne's Aegis. We need all the willing warriors we can find to repel the attack.
Ah, that is apparently for the trial. We're going to ignore that. As I mean, I don't mind trial stuff, but... Oh. Marked crate! What does that marking mean? Let's find out. Ash-covered fragments. Fragments of pottery, possibly urns, litter the bottom of a hidden compartment beneath packing hay. A strange ash or dust covers the fragments. Huh. Weird. I'm probably going the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going. They're following me like I know what I'm doing. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. If that wasn't blatantly obvious. I like Yumi's Guar quite a bit. Okay. Let's go this way. Did say barn outside the stables, so...
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you!
Whoa, no, hun, no!
I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you about Brondhold.
I don't know any Brondhold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
No, he's dead. He left me with a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here.
No.
You'll never see me again.
I didn't kill him. Just tell me what this is all about.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble.
He was nice.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing, trying to blend in, but still rough around the edges. Same with their horses, sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
Job postings.
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidec Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So what are you gonna do now?
Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Braun was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Windhelm is like that.
Are the people here that suspicious of strangers?
We're stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
Do you think those men were trying to hide where they came from?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
So what did you think they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachmen wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous.
Why does that make you nervous?
You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive.
Interesting. We do have one more location, which is out this way. Which, of course, I'm not going to get to by any normal path, because that is just how I am. What is a normal path? We just don't know. I clearly do not follow directions. But they did say something about standing stones, so it's the direction I'm going in, I guess. Also, I envy Argonians and how quickly they can just swim. Whoa, hey! No, bad Spriggan! Bad Spriggan! There's a letter to Lyris tucked between the covers of this book. Lyris, if you're reading this, I never made it to our meeting at the Blue Palace. I'm likely either dead or in the dungeon, but I was able to send word your way. I don't have solid proof that this Ice Reach coven you're hunting is in Huffinger Hold, but something is rotten in the capital city of Solitude. I know I'm on the right trail. Unfortunately, it seems like they know it too. I wish I had more information for you, I'm sorry. Bring what I found to Queen Gerhild. She's more level-headed than the High King. Without her influence, I doubt you'll even be allowed to see High King Svargrim Rondold. The journal itself reads as follows. This assignment is going to be more challenging than I anticipated. Locals are suspicious of strangers. Guards always seem to be watching. Even in a city the size of Solitude, even among the Nords, I stick out like a sore thumb. Made one contact at the royal stables, young woman named Coven, starry-eyed, naive. Told her to keep watch for unusual travelers. No one else is talking. I'm going to settle into a routine, get people used to seeing me around. Everything passes through the Lonely Troll at some point. It's the best place in the city to talk to the locals and learn about what's going on. There's an orc that frequents the establishment, goes by the name of Mog. Seems willing to talk as long as he keeps his mug filled. If anyone knows something about the Ice Reach Coven, I'm sure to find them in the Lonely Troll. Somebody is attacking someone behind me, but you know what? Until I get attacked, I'm going to ignore it. Any trust I built up with the locals evaporated at the mere mention of witches. Won't say a word about them unless you count prayers to the gods. I guess they take dark magic more seriously this close to the Reach. But they'd rather shut their ears to it than court misfortune. Corbin came through for me. Said some rugged types arrived on mountain mares, trying a little too hard to not be noticed. They put up postings all around town, recruiting for something. Sharp girl. A recruitment flyer is stuffed in between the pages. Laborers and craft workers needed. Brave folks sought for distant and dangerous work in uncharted territory beyond the Druidak Mountains. Travel mandatory, food and lodging provided. Year-long commitment required with rewards to match the risk. Inquire at the Lonely Troll Inn in Solitude. Note scribbled at the bottom of the flyer. Seeing these postings across the hold, nobody seems to know what all this labor's for or where it's needed. Journal continued. I noticed Red Guard ships making regular stops at the docks here. Considering my chilly reception, I find that curious. Cost me a good bit of gold, but the local snitch, Grega, who I found gambling in an alley, provided a solid lead. Red Guard mariners are bringing shipments up from the Sentinel. Manifests say housewares. Crew looks more like mercenaries than traders. She saw one discreetly marking some of the crates. Think I'll poke around. Tried to grab what was inside, but I got caught and it slipped from my hand before I could wrest it from the crate. Managed to lose the thugs who were after me. I'm just hoping they never got a good look at me. Supposed to meet with Lyris Titanborn before her audience with Queen Gerhild at the Blue Palace. Tell her what I found so she can convince High King Svargrim that there's a threat to his domain. All I've got are suspicions, nothing solid. I've heard the High Queen rules with a lighter touch. She might be the sympathetic ear that gets us in the door. Well, let's find out, shall we? We got to go find Lyris now. I sadly cannot swim as fast as an Argonian. This is not the traditional way up into the city. I do not care. Alright. Into the city we go. Ignore that side quest, because that is a PvP thing that I do not care about too much. To the Blue Palace. Alright, now we get to go see our friend Lyris again, which I'm very excited about. So many side quests. Oh my god, so many side quests. And like, these are dailies, I don't know what those are. I'm gonna need to poke at everything later, but right now I just kind of want to focus on this. I will pick up side quests when I'm not, after I've talked to Lyris. Although, where are my friends? My friends, have you abandoned me? There you are. I thought there was a lord. Lyris. I want to hug her.
Didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondold shows up, we can get things started.
Brondold's not coming. He's dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
What's this all about?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Follow your lead with what?
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
Sure.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
Lionel, Your Majesty.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
I've witnessed some concerning things since I arrived here, Your Majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
Well, there's evidence of Reachman activity around Solitude.
Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore.
We'll find that, Your Majesty.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Why is there bad blood between High King Svargrim and Yorn the Skald King?
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Svargrim thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom?
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. You will not easily earn the High King's trust.
Okay, so what sort of proof will persuade High King Svargrim to listen?
You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns.
What we found so far isn't enough?
It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. If this threat is as dangerous as Yoren claims, prove it, and I will make my husband listen to reason.
A soldier accused me of being a spy. Are your people always so suspicious?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pack to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
She's not wrong. Finn the Bat likes you. Aw. For anybody wondering, that's Finn the Bat. He is very cute.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondald?
He was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondald thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
What do you need me to do?
Brondald mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
Can you explain what this is all about?
After the Ice Reach Coven's attack on the Skald King, we determined they also had plans for Western Skyrim. Yoren's warnings have been ignored, so he sent Brondald to get the lay of the land and me to persuade Svargrim. You can see how that's going.
Well, Svargrim obviously hates Yoren. Why is the Skald King intent on helping him?
In all honesty, they can't stand each other. But King Yoren doesn't want the Coven to topple Western Skyrim. That would be bad for the East as well as the West. Besides, Yoren was hoping to use this as an opportunity to improve relations.
How do we know the smugglers and Reachmen are even connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got.
Fair.
Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn.
Alright. Okay. Off. Okay, where are we going?
Not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last.
What do you want?
Wow. Wow. I just had some random Nord NPC yell at me. Good going. And I didn't even do anything.
Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
Huh. Peculiar bottle. What the heck?
Is that you? Listen closely, you insufferable clod. I need you to find my notes and... Wait, you're not Borfrey. I can tell from the lack of heavy breathing and sniffles. Who are you?
I'm Thionel, and are you stuck in a bottle?
Stuck in the bottle? No. This is a devious and very stubborn illusion. One that you now have the privilege of breaking. I was conducting some research, you see, and inadvertently triggered this spell. Luckily, I know how to reverse it.
How do you reverse it?
It's quite simple. I recorded the locations of 3 verses of a powerful incantation in my journal on the off chance something like this occurred. Acquire the verses, come back and dispel this illusion. I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Alright, I'll find the incantation and dispel the illusion.
Oh, my assistant Borfrey has my journal. Find it, read my notes, and acquire the incantation. Also tell him to come get me. Someone nearly took a swig of me. Oh, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Narcissus Dren, famed historian, etc.
How exactly did you wind up like this?
Does it really matter? Every historian worth his salt winds up trapped in an illusion at some point. Oh, very common, and thus not worthy of discussion or commitment to record. I will say, though, as magical traps go, Maelmoth's wards are top tier.
Magical traps?
Indeed. I acquired a powerful scroll from the Mages Guild. I thought it might direct me to a legendary illusionist's secret sanctum. Unfortunately, reading it led me to this dismal state.
That sounds pretty suspicious. Did you steal this?
We're adventurers, aren't we? What you call stealing, I call daring investigation. Maelmoth's works contain a wealth of secrets. If we don't pursue them, some other historian will. I, for one, have no interest in sharing the glory with,
Go on. You have no interest in sharing the glory with who?
Why, with anyone other than you, of course. You really thought I meant to exclude you? Oh, you wound me.
This is an illusion. Why can't you move?
Oh, illusion magic extends far beyond simple parlor tricks and mirages. Skilled practitioners exert power over the mind itself. Intellectually, I know I am not a bottle. But the spell fooled some primitive aspect of my psyche into believing I am.
So, you can't move because you believe bottles can't move on their own.
Precisely. The spell turned my knowledge of the natural sciences against me. Crafty, yes? A lesser intellect might have evaded the trap entirely. How's that for irony?
Tell me about the incantation. Someone hid the verses?
Yes, the mage Maelmoth hid them all over solitude, etched in wood, tucked under cobblestones, and so on. Just another one of his insufferable games. In retrospect, I probably should have gathered the verses before, all this.
Who is Maelmoth anyway?
Who was he? Past tense. Maelmoth was one of Skyrim's most gifted illusionists. A contemporary of the great Shalador, if you can believe it. Of course, he's been dead for hundreds of years now. I'd say his claim to secrecy died long ago.
So he kept a lot of secrets?
Ah, countless secrets. He was a master illusionist, after all. Unfortunately, illusionists always cloak their discoveries in puzzles and traps. Insufferable, if you ask me. No matter.
The sad thing is, I know I've probably heard the name Narcissus Dren before, but I'm completely blanking on any relation to anybody else. It's terrible.
Hello there.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface?
Frondold said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brondold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Brondold's dead because of what was in those crates. They'll come for you too.
Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kasala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me, but she's the one picking up those shipments. Her warehouse is down on the docks. You want to know more? Go ask her.
I'll talk to Kasala, thanks. Asshole in Morrowind, you had the choice of knocking him in a well. It has been a very long time since I've done Morrowind, so I don't remember at all, which is terrible.
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit, stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
What is this? Seeking brave souls and able bodies. An abundance of troubles plague the holds of, Western Skyrim. We seek brave souls willing to risk life and limb in pursuit of gold and glory for the benefit of the people of Hafinger, Halmarch, and Carthald. Talk to Silgrit the Moneylender in the City of Solitude for details.
I haven't seen you before. Are you new to Solitude? Better yet, are you looking for work? If so, you've come to the right person. Let's talk.
I'm here about the notice that was literally right next to you. What sort of work are you offering?
Not me, my debtors. I provide funds to the coterie of organized scholars and the Swords of Solitude militia. Both are short-handed and in arrears, so I took it upon myself to correct their courses before they leave me destitute. You'll work for them.
Also, Eris, I literally just saw Think Dunmore Gilderoy Lockhart, and, that is the best description I think I've heard of any NPC ever. I want to know more about this arrangement first.
Cautious. Good. You might last long enough to help me recoup the gold I lent those fine and upstanding organizations. What is it you want to know?
Why are you recruiting for your debtors?
Because too much of my wealth is tied up in their enterprises. They were reliable investments for years, but the recent scarcity of workers has taken its toll. If either organization collapses, I go out of business as well.
Tell me about the coterie of organized scholars.
They're an organization of local scholars granted the exclusive right to pursue their research in the Western Holds. The Mages Guild relies upon them, as does the Bard's College, but they haven't been able to fulfill their obligations recently.
And who are the Swords of Solitude militia?
One of the oldest independent militias in the Western Holds. Sellswords granted the right to ply their trade with the kingdom in exchange for pledging their services to the High King. The Fighters Guild employs them almost exclusively, or they did.
Alright, who do I talk to about a job?
Tenzin represents the coterie. Odd work, but it pays well. Hidaver handles the militia's assignments. Dangerous work. Don't do it alone. Here's an advance. Make sure you're prepared for the job they offer you. You're no good to anyone dead.
And now we can do those dailies, but that's not what we're here for. Onwards we go. Do 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 do. Over this way we go. Hey, dude.
If you see a pretty bottle around, let me know. It talks, if that helps.
I did find that bottle.
Oh, thank you. I was worried that Master Dren had gotten lost when I went to get myself some stew. I guess I just forgot why I set the bottle down. I'll go and get it. Him, as soon as I finish my stew. It's really good stew.
Fair enough. I'm helping him dispel the illusion.
That's good. A talking bottle makes me nervous, and it sure made Master Dren crankier than normal. I'll bring it here and keep it safe with his other stuff. Don't worry. Don't suppose you know...
Narcissus Dren's Skyrim Journal. Here we go. Wretched librarian threw me out. Me! Narcissus Dren! As if such a place was even worthy of my time. How that cadre of bumbling dullards got their hands on Melmoth's journal, I'll never know. I found a peculiar scroll tucked between the pages detailing a ritual of reversal. I doubt that scaly book hoarder even knew it was there. So to my way of thinking, there was no harm in taking it with me. Now, as for Melmoth's journal itself, I was only able to jot down the aforementioned passage, the bit about reversals. From what I can ascertain, this ritual exists in 3 parts. The text likely points to the location of 3 verses that must be read aloud in order to complete the spell. Another scavenger hunt. How droll. I've transcribed these directions below. Mind your nose, you zealous readers. A vessel once filled often cracks. Should you find yourselves gazing through glass, find a friend who will heed these words. The well of wisdom often runs dry for those with boastful prying eyes. The only thing that lasts longer than stone is a song. In years of peril and an era yet to come, mages shall nest in these stones like swallows. I can only hope this scroll contains less nonsense. Let the studies begin. See, to my mind, this is what he gets for, being a jerk and reading something that was not his, but here we go. If freedom's ring will slake your thirst, I urge you, speak these words first. On the shores of an open sea, hordes of horkers frolic free. Wow, that is, I don't know what to make of that at all. Gonna go knock this out really quick. Eris and Yumi, you do not have to follow if you do not wish to, because I know you do not like this guy. It is fine. I like that you at least get the general area of where these things are. So that's helpful. This is a wall. That is a wall. That is in no way where I need to go to get this thing. Ha! Mind these words, though often slurred, you should sing out this verse the third. Vibrant feathers drift on the wind, my hair grew long but never thinned. What the hell? Like, what are these things? This is the most bizarre spell I think I've ever heard in my life. In the spring the soil is fecund, as break as curse. Speak these words second. Pigs and pigs and pigs and pigs. My auntie's fingers thin as twigs. What the hell? Like, what the hell is this?
Bloody mages and their bloody tricks.
Okay. Back to our friend. Well, friend I use loosely.
Hello? Is that you, doughty assistant? Oh, thank feck. You have the incantation, yes? Read it quickly. You'll be surprised to hear that life as a bottle does not suit me.
Do you think it matters what order I read them in?
How should I know? I'm a historian, not a hedge wizard. Just use your best judgment. I have near total faith in you.
Near total faith in me. Wow. Shores of an open sea, hordes of workers frolic free.
Yes, that's it. I can feel the illusion's grip loosening. Keep going. Read the other lines.
I'm not actually reading these out because this is the most ridiculous spell I've ever heard.
I can Feel the glass cracking around me. Keep going. Speak the facts, it.
Oh!
Ah, finally! Let's see. Legs, arms, stylish coiffure. Yes, looks like everything's as it should be. What a relief. A pleasure to meet you in the flesh. As I said before, I am Narcissus Dren. You are? Whoever you are, charmed. Now to business. We need to find Melmoth's Mysterium. First, we need his journal. The librarian refused to share it with me. Ridiculous.
And why didn't the librarian let you borrow it?
Oh, the usual inanities of frumpy book hoarders. I might have torn one of the pages. Honestly, you'd barely notice. But you know how librarians are. Spill a drink or talk too loudly or rip a few pages and wham! They cast you out on your ear. Ugh.
You ripped the book and probably did not sound at all sorry for it. No wonder the librarian kicked you out. What can you tell me about them?
A prickly Argonian named Dean Vilaz. She works in the Mages Guild Library in Solitude. I might have said a few indecorous things about her beady little eyes. My fault. But people who stand in the way of discovery really get my dander up.
So, does this mean we're partners?
Yes, of course. Narcissus Dren is always true to his word. If you assist me in following the clues laid out in Melmoth's journal, I will gladly share the wonders of his Mysterium with you.
All right, I'll try to get the journal from the librarian, I guess. This is a bad choice. I know it's a bad choice. Am I doing it anyway?
Why in Vex's name did you bring my belongings out onto the street?
Master Dren, I'm terribly sorry. I just thought you were hollering so loud, maybe I should let you cool down a bit. I didn't have any coin for the innkeeper. You, want some stew?
I most certainly do not.
In my defense, I really wasn't that surprised. So no, I did not. Because I was not surprised whatsoever. I love YouTube, but sometimes predictable. Alright. I don't know why I'm helping this guy. But apparently I'm committed to this now, so... This is what we're doing. Hi.
Welcome to the Mages Guild Library. Please handle our books and scrolls with the care they deserve. I already cast out a careless dark elf. I pray that I will not have to ask anyone else to leave today.
Okay, she is ridiculously cute in that dress. That is a really good color. It complements her scales very nicely. I'd like to see the last journal of Melmoth the Mysterious.
Do you work with that strutting guard Narcissus Dren? The famed scholar? Scholar my shedding tail scales. He tore a page in a valuable book, and I suspect he stole one of Melmoth's scrolls. What reason could I possibly have to help you?
I have no idea who you're talking about. I am studying his works on my own.
Quite a coincidence that two people come calling for the same rare text on the same day. Then again, helping one of Narcissus Dren's competitors does warm my scales. Fine. The journal's there on the table. But if any harm comes to it, I will find out.
Thank you.
The journal is just there on the table. I should warn you, Melmoth was mad as a sack of weasels. Whatever you intend to do with the text, I doubt it will be worth the effort.
The journal contains hundreds of pages of nonsensical ramblings. Final entry is the most lucid. No one deserves my masterpiece. No one. Except perhaps someone. Ooh, a test. Yes, a trial of patience and mental mettle. All great hunts begin with riddles. If they don't, they should. Mysteries lounge in plain view, tiles and levers and ancient pews. Pews and temples where dragons pray, where some were killed and old wreaths lay. Meditate on this a while, we'll see if you have sufficient guile. Okay. I really do not know why I'm helping this guy. I do not trust him, as far as I can throw him, but apparently this is what we're doing because I'm too nice to not do a thing. I need to stop being too nice even in video games, you guys. It's a problem. Hi, dude.
Ah, assistant. It's about time. So, any luck with that cold-blooded librarian?
Yeah, she let me borrow the journal.
Excellent. I must admit, I had my doubts, but you're turning out to be a model employee. Assistant. Partner? Whatever. Now, if you just hand it over, I can try to untangle Melmoth's riddles and set us on the right path.
What do you intend to learn from this text anyway? Dean Velox seemed to think Melmoth was crazy.
She would. This text reveals Melmoth's mysterium, his trove to arcane trinkets and treasures. Now, just give me a moment to, Yes, I have it. This clearly refers to a meditation grotto near Kilcreath, one of Shalador's old haunts.
So we're headed to Kilcreath Temple. Fair enough.
Well, to be frank, this seems too good to be true. A single riddle leading to our prize? Too easy. Then again, things often come easy to an adventurer of my caliber. I have some business to conclude here. I'll meet you at Kilcreath once I'm finished.
How do you know about Melmoth's mysterium anyway?
How would I not? Ancient mysteries are Narcissus Dren's stock in trade. No arcane relic or lost antiquity evades my gaze for long. Surely you've read some of my books? They're bestsellers, assistant. I can get you some, at a very reasonable price.
I'll think about it. So you discovered it all on your own?
Well, advanced scholarship always involves a bit of give and take. For example, an elderly mage I met in Riften made a, modest contribution. But make no mistake, it was I who cracked Melmoth's riddles.
An elderly mage. Is he looking for Melmoth's trove too?
He was, for a time. Struck me as something of an obsession, if I'm being honest. 50 years he's been at this Melmoth business. 50 years! Oh, can you imagine? That might be a reasonable period of study for an elf, but for a Nord? Ooh, it's untenable.
Eris is stuck making music. Oh dear. You encouraged him to let it go?
Of course I did. What kind of Mer would I be if I let that doddering fossil waste his scant remaining years chasing riddles like this? I may be ambitious, but I am never cruel. I took his notes as a personal and professional courtesy.
And will you credit him in your books if we find the trove?
Yes, of course, all the credit he deserves. I am generous with my praise. You'll see soon enough, assistant.
Why do I feel like you're bullshitting me? Okay, that is fair. That is fair, Eris. I came out of that conversation and I heard it just then. Hello, random NPC. Who are you?
I suspected that I wouldn't find much about Perryide here in Solitude, but I...
Aw. Also, Yumi, how are your eyes glowing like that? Are you a frosty Argonian? Oh my god. Yumi has somehow managed to make what is the cutest Argonian I think I've ever seen. I think it's the droopy frills in the back. Yumi is a super cute Argonian. It's a cute grandma Argonian. She's Carrion's adopted grandma. Oh my god. That is amazing. I mean, yes. It is Pride after all. What would this stream be if it wasn't just a little bit gay? Oh my god. Also, can we just appreciate that Yumi's Argonian is perfect height against Lyris? Can we just appreciate this for a second? Oh my god, it's still going. What the hell? How? How is that a thing? I still hear it and I don't know why. Hold on. Let me try something. See if maybe this fixes. I don't understand it. It was still very clearly playing what sounded like Ragnar the Red. I don't understand. Nope, still going. Also, her style of necromancy is less raising dead and more reassembling broken bodies, like reattaching limbs. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes, let us come in here and talk to...
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, or...
Lyris?
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Well, that's unexpected.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
We just wanted to ask if we saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
Do you remember anything else about the charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
And Lyris, that is how you get information without threatening to murder people. She was indeed. She was indeed. Also, weirdly, the bardic music seems to have stopped. Carrion is no longer a bard.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
I'm ready. Alright, out we go. Do I know where I'm going despite looking at a map? No. No, I do not. Okay, so it looks like Kasala's thing is right over there. I have to go meet Narcissus over there. Well, let's go meet with Narcissus, get that over with. Also, the ground is not completely loading in for me. That's fine. This happens sometimes. I don't think it's not that weird. It is a thing that kind of happens, at least with me. It's very frustrating. But, you know, you just sort of learn to live with it. Whoop!
Ah, there you are. Yes, I'd say this looks like the right place. What's this then? A lever of some kind? Well, you did arrive first. Fair's fair. Go ahead and pull it, won't you?
There. There. And finally there. Okay.
Watch and learn, assistant.
And what am I supposed to be learning?
Now that I've graciously shown you what can go wrong, you give it a try.
It's here. Here. Da 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 da. Thing is, there's a tile over here that I can't see.
Look, something appeared. A scroll of some kind.
Blossoms of Moth. You follow instructions splendidly, but do you have a poet's heart? Honor the Lady of Winter Winds and Valor. Draped in deepest chill, her love lights the way. 2 mountain flowers for the breath of mare and men. 4 death bell blooms for the grieving widow, cheeks wet with tears and brine. 3 dragons' tongues for fiery ancient throats, and 1 last blossom for the kiss at the end. Weird.
Let me guess. Another array of tiresome clues. Oh, do you have any idea how many clues I've worked through thus far? That bottle nonsense from before, that was just one of many chapters in this ridiculous saga. Oh, enough grousing. Out with it.
The riddle mentions flowers. What do you make of it?
Ah, yes. A reference to his passing fancy with poetry and romance. Was Moth a cunning illusionist? Yes. Was he a master wordsmith? Hardly. I don't know about the flowers, but this bit about Lady of the Winter Winds likely points to Kine.
Kine?
Yes, the Nord storm goddess. I'm not aware of any connections between Kine and flowers, but an ancient shrine dedicated to her lies southwest of here, near Chillwind Depths. I'll mark it on your map. Meet me there, all right?
All right, see you there. We're also going to reload really quickly because the fact that part of the ground is missing is honestly throwing me off. I'm hoping reloading actually fixes that. Will it, though? I don't know. Nope, it did not. That's fine. Alright. We just have to deal with part of the ground textures not being here. This isn't weird. This isn't weird at all. It's fine. And not completely throwing me off at all. And oh my god. First of all, can we just look at the sky? The sky is beautiful. Second of all, There's a Harrow Storm over that way that I kind of want to run to, but it also looks like it might be a bit too far. No. We will ignore the Harrow Storm. We will go on towards the dock. This is really throwing me off that some of the ground textures are just not there. It's a perfectly fine, functional game. It is the most functional.
That's Kasala's warehouse.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help.
Let's try not to cause a
Sea
scene.
giants and vampires are everywhere.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. Fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
Yeah, everybody fangirls over Lyris. As you should. No, it's just us. We need to see Kasala.
Until Kasala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Maybe we could wait inside?
Alas, Kasala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
I'm not sure. But if you get your scabbard, she'd be happy to autograph it.
Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, you might have to sign something afterwards, but it's fine.
See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
This one, an ancient urn. Markings on this urn match the shards found in the crate on the docks. That's not good. Reach ritual fetishes. Rawhide, rough-hewn wood, stone, and bones, all carved with ritualistic symbols common to the Reach.
This would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business.
Lyris. Okay, let's all play nice here. I want this one's outfit very badly. I'm not looting everything that isn't nailed down. What are you talking about? That is a silly thought. Also, Eris, where is this book supposedly? Because I'm not seeing a thing. Oh, let's talk to her anyway.
I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain what's going on in these crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You are the High King.
Uh-huh, so what about these reach fetishes?
Give me that. Tribal craft's my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Who hired you to smuggle this?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
And you never check your cargo.
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Brondeld had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Could it maybe have something to do with the ritual I saw the witch perform at the barrow?
The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Still, why involve the locals? Seems like an unnecessary risk.
Finn the Bat is apparently quite fond of Lyris. Maybe we should check out the lodge.
Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner at this point in the investigation.
I'll see you there.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
I need a break.
Basically just looted her warehouse right in front of her. It's fine. Abandoned lodge is up this way. Whoops, that's not a way up. That's not a way up at all. This is so unnerving. I mean, look at the ground. Sometimes the textures exist, sometimes they don't. It makes no sense. Oh, but look at the night sky in Tamriel, though. Like, as buggy as the ground textures are, just night in Skyrim just being the way it is literally just makes up for it.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we turn up here. Oh man, I'm having a moment. You guys, just look at this. Oh my god, this is making me so happy right now. I seriously half expect to hear dragons screaming at me and coming out of nowhere. You apparently can't just jump over those rocks. It's whoa! Hi!
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Rude! The hell? Wait until you see the northern lights. I did see some of them earlier. They don't seem to be out right now, but it's really nice. I need to steal the stew. We'll overloot the backpack. And this trunk, because why not? Raid the bookshelves. A Nord-drinking song where half of the like a decent chunk of the words are mead. I'm not gonna read that because that makes no sense. Also, did you guys read something? Because I definitely did not. There's a thing that I should have read and definitely did not. That is the problem in doing quests with groups of people. Not being able to read a bit of a thing that you apparently need. Varys.
Over here, partner.
You were busy.
All I found were these reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather...
Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I actually have that in my inventory. Yes, I do have the letter. Ha! Dark Zara's preparations are complete, my bread and brother. We're ready to begin the ritual. Send the latest shipment to Kilcreath Temple. Sister Ambrit will put everything to good use. You have done well. Await my next command. R. The hell is R?
All I found were these reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Icereach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
Lodge was empty, but I found a letter for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Kilcreath.
Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Icereach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
Letter said they were ready to start the ritual as soon as they received the shipment.
We're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Warn the priest? Shouldn't I attempt to stop the ritual?
You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means. But don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
I'll see you at Kilcreath Temple after you warn the High King. Possibly. There is a way shrine that I definitely want to tap on the way. Because way shrines are important. You do get experience for finding them. So that is important. And whoa.
A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple.
Fenorian! Eris's new favorite NPC. So in case the smoky travel wasn't enough of a clue, he's a vampire. I know a little more about him than I probably should at this point, but I actually, with Eris and Yumi, we did one of the dungeons that came out before this dropped, so I've met Fenorian. He is a sweet boy.
It's good to see you again, but what are you doing here? Have you followed the Draugr-kin's plunder to this hold too?
I was sent to warn the temple priests and find evidence of the Icereach Coven for the Queen.
I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their Harrow Storm, and now vampires and Harrow fiends are everywhere. Still, meeting you again is fortuitous. We worked well together, and I could use your help tracking down the Draugr-kin plunder.
What's that about Draugr-kin plunder?
The Draugr-kin were smuggling remains out of Bankarai and sending them here by way of Sentinel. The cargo arrived in Solitude, but it wasn't clear who the shipments were for until I followed them here. They were destined for the Icereach Coven.
I was tracking the shipments too. That's what led me here to warn the priests.
The temple. There may be survivors who could use your help. Meanwhile, if we can learn more about the ritual, we may be able to determine a way to stop them. At the very least, we need to figure out where they plan to strike next.
What do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
What exactly happened at Kilcreath Temple?
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a harrowstorm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind harrow fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
What's a harrow storm?
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the harrow fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Oh, great. Great. This sure is a thing. But this is also about where I do need to wrap things up for the evening. Because I know, even with technical issues taking up a good, like, half hour of this, it is late for me. And I should probably actually do a thing and potentially wind down and try to sleep. Apparently Eris is an inch or two taller than Fenorian, which, Eris, stand next to him. My Fenorian's right here. Please stand next to him. I'm curious. I am short. I come to like his shoulder. I am really curious how much both you guys measure up. Yep. Yep, you are a bit taller. Might also be your stance, too. Like, what even is that? Yep, I am small. Yumi's Argonian is still taller than me. She is a small Argonian, but she is still taller than me, because I am a tiny Breton. Angry stance. Ah, that would do it. We have a nice little group of people over here. Has been here the entire time. She's just been trying to write a cohesive D&D backstory that she pretends to know anything about Farron. I can try to answer some questions after stream, Kaylee, if you have any. I've played a couple of games set in Farron at this point, so I can try my best. I make no guarantees, but I can try. That said, though, we are going to wrap things up here for the evening, because even though I know we had tech issues and whatnot, it is definitely time to wrap things up. Sleep is important. And also, I need more water, so that is a thing that we're going to have to deal with. Okay, Kaylee successfully thinks she bullshitted your way through it. Years of practice with university essay writing. Absorb endless lore and research at the last minute and churn out something that sounds moderately convincing. Yep, that is definitely the way of bullshitting through essays. Let's be real here. Thank you guys, though, so much for coming and hanging out with me, and thank you to Eris and to Yumi for hanging out with me and running with me through things. I very much appreciate it. You guys are awesome. But this is sadly where we must part ways. Yes, Gailey, you should also, while I'm thinking about it, I did have a couple of other things I wanted to send. Give me 1 second. I had a couple extras of some things, so you will have some things waiting for you, my friend. when you log in next. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Much appreciated. Yeah, I had a couple extras of like style pages from previous events and such. And you know, I thought I'd send them to somebody who was getting started in crafting and would not have them. So I hope that you find them incredibly useful. Aww, thank you, Gaily. Much appreciated. Many hearts to all of you. And for any new friends that may have popped in, if you're new around here and you enjoyed what you saw today in spite of earlier tech issues, there is a heart-shaped button somewhere on that side of the screen, I believe. It's either up top or down below somewhere, depending on which version of the channel page you're currently working with. Mine is still reflecting the old one for some reason, so for me it's still up in that direction. For you, some of you guys, it might be down there. I don't know where it is for you, but it's somewhere on that side. Make sure you have that little heart-shaped button tapped on, and make sure that bell's rung next to it so you know when we're live next. Next stream is going to be Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be playing some Stardew Valley, which is a bit different from this. Well, significantly different, really. But we are continuing with farming. We are going to try to please the Junimo and complete the community center. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of things, so please feel free to come and join us. If you're not part of our Discord yet, though, and would like to be, because we are going to be hanging out there after the stream for a little bit, I'm going to need to reload Discord because when I rebooted my computer, it sadly decided to close on me. But there is a link to our Discord. Please feel free to come and join us if you're not part of it already. There are also links in the panels down below there. Please feel free to come and join us. Most of us don't bite. I say most because that's not true for all of us. We have some vampires, and then there's Antu. That said, I will be hanging out in the Discord for a bit. So if you guys want to come and hang out for a bit or whatnot, please feel free to do so. I don't have a vampire character, so the biting will not be on my behalf, but other people might bite. I don't know. I don't know their life. I don't know what they do with it. Let's see. It looks like a fairly quiet night tonight, so I think Nivea will be able to provide werewolf bites soon. Oh, that's exciting. That is exciting. Oh, wow. Yeah. It is late though, so I think I'm going to head off for the evening. I will again be in Discord, but again, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It is appreciated. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and you have a good weekend. And I will see you all again on Sunday. Bye, guys.